us by surprise. Zyberger was putting a reef in at the leeward mark, and with that, Mirage will cross first of the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night races. As you all may have noticed, it's commissioning week. We've got the Naval Academy, Angels flying over, crunching up the whole city. We're about to have a crunch right here on the starting line. It looks a lot like last week. All the boats are trying to put up their kites right here on the start, as you can see. And Ramrod was the first one off the line, and Stray Dog is coming in here calling starboard on everybody. Here is the low road for the Etchells. Jose Fuentes on Carumba is leading this low road. And right to the right of them is Whirlwind. They won our race last week when we covered it. And you know how that sailing thing happens where all your friends start having babies and disappearing? Well, they just had a newborn baby on that boat, and they're out here every Wednesday.
They had the baby on the boat?
Well, practically. They sail together all the time. Jose Fuentes in 1405 is proving that the low road won out. Everyone who went low beat anyone who went high. And we had a port starboard. Whirlwind got the inside and is taking over the lead.
In the dying.
Here are the J30s. The rain has started a little bit as we're dodging thunderstorms to the north and south of us. This is Tristan and Sheila Keene on Infectious Smile, leading the charge on the left side looking downwind. Wednesday nights are all about family, and Charles Eng has it all sorted out. His son Andy and Andy's son Charlie are all on board. They've got 3 generations going.
You left out my friend Rob Pennington on the main.
We didn't quite dodge this one rainstorm. The darkness is coming in. All the raincoats are coming out.
Do I hear thunder?
I do hear thunder too. Here's Rod Jabin and Ramrod, first par 30. They are eating the rest of this fleet like a savage as that thunder rolls in.
Like a savage?
Like a savage on a drumstick.
A savage on a drumstick?
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Savages get hungry. Seem to be having a little bit of issue with the kite on the far 280, but they are digging this new breeze coming in from the storm. This is exactly what they like.
We're gonna need it. Kite's in the water.
It is, isn't it? And the jib is in the water too.
All right. How it is.
We are at least a minute back, and this is the second FAR 30, Mach 5 with Ed Hartman. They say they have a solid second. Wow, I really wish I knew what happened to this FAR 30 fleet because we are another minute behind to third. Here's Moxie putting up a wet kite, looks like. And Dakota Girl is the first J35 to get around this mark. That is how you call a kite made. It's getting so dark out here that boats are starting to put on their running lights. Fatal Attraction was one of the last off the line, but they must have been smoking whatever Ramrod had because now they're in second for the J35s.
Well done. Waiting on the set.
We have a little adverse current, and some of the boats did play it shy, but Zyberger put a little more in the bank. They're definitely making it. Alex Berg up there on the bow, making sure the kite gets out clean. That's QA2. And T-Bone giving them a run for their clear air. They can get that kite up fast. Kalevala 2 is one of those boats that broke a four-way tie last week, so they're sitting in first for Perf 2. Nate Owens and his Beneteau 36-7 on Poco a Poco. This is their first Wednesday night racing, and Poco a Poco means little by little in Italian. It's very unfashionable to be, you know, living life too stressed. So just live a little by little. The J105s are coming up to the mark here. Crash, Mousetrap, and Mirage. That low road paid off for them too. They don't have a huge lead here though. The breeze has gone so far right that no one needs to really put a kite up now. Race committee's also shortened the finish line, so they need to get their passing done now. We have caught up with the Allberg 30s. Alan Alderman in Asylum was the only boat to come out on that first crazy week of racing. And right behind him is Skybird, Michael Nikolic. As we get closer and closer to the finish line, the breeze is starting to shut off again. So there's still plenty of racetrack for Skybird.
These little local thunderstorms could have sucked the energy out of the breeze here, Ash.
That is what's happening. It is really lightening up here, but Tim Mowry on Dakota Girl, all they have to do is keep themselves between Fatal Attraction and the finish line, and they'll have this wrapped up.
Wow, it took a lot of courage to tack in this stuff, don't you think?
Yeah, tacking is slow, but if you get a little roll like they did, it could help out. That was a moment right out of the movie Wind. Somebody looked over their left shoulder and said, "There's breeze over there, we should tack." They're completely in the puff now, cruising for the finish line. Look at them hiking out on the low side.
The guy in the bow is leaning into it hard, Ash.
Oh, don't dip those toes in, that's slow. They've got a couple eyes on that ley line, decided they are there, and it is the last tack for the finish. Competition's in sight, so a nice roll here can keep them in the lead. And at R8 with the shortened course, we have Tim Williams on Lingen winning the Allberg 30 class. This is his third win in a row. And Dakota Girl will wrap up the J35 division with one last tack. It did get a little shifty out here. Congratulations, guys. So by the time we got to the end of the race, the rain did die off, but unfortunately so did the breeze. We saw some good action though right up to the finish line. If you've noticed, I've been throwing in some cool information. I want you to send me stuff about your boat. So if you're watching this and you're out here, email us, let us know what's going on in your boat so we can put it in the show. Thank you for joining me in commentary, Bruce Nairn, our producer behind the camera, and we'll see you next week. I'm Ashley Love from T2PTV. So nothing's going to catch them by surprise. Zyberger was putting a reef in at the leeward mark, and with that, Mirage will cross first of the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday night races.